guys, for today's video we discuss the final topic. Rizal's talisman for national stupidity was an interesting experience. It gave me a different perspective on the corner of the nationalism. I had never really thought about it before, but the game made me realize that there are a lot of different ways that people view nationalism, and that it can take on different meanings in different cultures. It also made me realize that nationalism can be a double-edged sword, both a source of pride and a source of division. The game was challenging, that thought-provoking, requiring the players to come up with creative solution to the task at hand. I had to think through consequences for each of action and consider how it would affect the larger group. It was also interesting to see how the other player interact the game differently, coming up with the different strategies and opinion on the different tasks. Therefore, the game was a great way to learn about nationalism and understand it from different perspectives. It was an eye-opening experience to see how different people view something like nationalism and to understand the power it can have over a group of people. Next topic is the Rizal's Law. RN 1425 is a law that was enacted in the Philippines on June 12, 1956 to institutionalize the study of the life, works, and writing of the Philippine national hero Jose Rizal. This law mandates the teaching of the Rizal's course in all education institutions in this country, from the elementary to the college level. The law has helped to bring to light importance of recognizing the contribution of Filipino people and their cultures in our society, and has also had an impact on the way we view our national identity and our shared history. By recognizing the importance of Rizal's work and teaching, we are able to connect with an important part of our past and understand our own culture heritage more deeply. Therefore, the Rizal's Law has impacted my life in many ways. For one, it has made me appreciate the national hero Dr. Jose Rizal even more. It has also made me more conscious of events and struggles that shape Philippine history, and of the heroes who fought for our country freedom and independence. Moreover, it has made me more aware of my role as a Filipino citizen and a part of the community. It has inspired me to be a better person and strive to live up to the ideals and values of Dr. Jose Rizal. Third topic is No Limit Tanghiri by Jose Rizal is a classical novel that has been widely read by students of Philippines literature. The novel is a commentary on the colonial rule of the Spanish in the Philippines, and it is often seen as a precursor to the Philippine Revolution. The novel follows the story of Crisostomo Ibarra, a young man who returned home to the Philippines after studying abroad in Europe. He is shocked to find the country in a state of disarray, and he soon realized that the Spanish authorities are to blame. The novel is filled with characters who represent various aspects of the Philippine society, and the theme of the operation, corruption, and the struggle for freedom are promoted throughout. I found No Limit Tanghiri to be fascinating read. It was a great reminder of the importance of standing up for what is right and fight for justice. Team of Operation and Corruption resonated with me because I have seen it my own country as well. It was also inspiring to see the character in the novel take a stand against the injustice. Deconstructing the novels is a great example of how powerful a story can be and how it can be used to create awareness and bring about change. As a Filipino, I learned about the love for the family and love for the country. The novel also provide readers with an opportunity to explore the different perspective of Filipino during colonial time, from both those who were colonialized as well as those who benefited from the system, which helped us to understand why certain events have shaped our society today and we may not consider considered before reading this book. Ultimately, believe No Limitang Here will remain one of the most influential work in Filipino literature for generation to come because it speak too deeply about our past while remaining relevant in our present day society. Next, El Filibusterismo is a classical novel written by Jose Rizal as a Philippine national hero. It is the sequel to his first novel, No Limitang Here. Follow the story of Simon and his quest justice in colonial Philippines. At its core, El Filibusterismo is called revolution against oppressive forces, both externally imposed such as Spanish colonialism or internally inflicted such as discriminatory practice. This message of rebellion resonates powerful with those who seek change through collective action rather than individual means, emphasizing the importance of community-based solution when tackling the complex societal problem. The themes explored in this book are still relevant today as they highlight the issue such as power imbalance, social injustice, oppression, and corruption that many people continue to face around the world. As a reader, we are able to draw parallel between these characters' struggle with our own lives, making us this about how we can take action towards creating an equitable society for all. Therefore, I found El Filibusterismo to be an inspiring read which encouraging readers to not only think critically about their place within society but also inspire them to take positive action towards achieving justice and equality on behalf of those who cannot do so themselves. Next is the vision of Father Rodriguez is an inspiring story that highlights the importance of faith and perseverance. It tells the story of Father Rodriguez, a young presence who is sent to the small village of Los Altos. He faced with population of Filipino who have lost their faith and determined to restore their faith and bring them back to God. The story emphasizes the power of faith as Father Rodriguez never gives up on his mission to bring the people of Los Altos back to God. His present in his efforts and despite of the many challenges he encountered, he never lost hope. His strength of character is remarkable and his unwavering faith in inspiring. It also a reminder that our faith can be tested and that we must never give up. The story of Father Rodriguez reminds us that we should always strive to be faithful in our beliefs and that our faith can get us through difficult times. I learned that the vision of Father Rodriguez is inspiring story that highlights the power of faith and perseverance. It reminds us that we should never give up on our faith and that our faith can help us through time. And for the next topic is Jose Rizal's poem by Telepono is an insightful reflection on modern technology and the effective effect it has in our lives. The poem speaks on the way that telecommunication has changed our lives, allowing us to communicate over vasting distance in an stance. The results poem reflects on the fact that despite this amazing advancement, we still struggle to truly connect with one another. The poem also reflects on the fact that our technology mandate communication often lack the intimacy and warmth of face-to-face conversation. Results poem is a reminder of the importance of connection and communication in our lives. It speaks to the need to make time converse and people in person and truly listen to each other. It is a reminder that technology is no replacement for the real thing and that we must not forget to make time for true human connection. Therefore, Rizal's poem is thoughtful and reflective look into the effect that modern technology has on our lives. It reminds us of the importance of taking time to connect with one another and of the value of real face-to-face interaction. Rizal's letter to Father Pastel is an incredible, powerful, and moving piece. In it, Rizal shares his thoughts and feelings about his education, his faith, and his relationship with God. He expressed his deep appreciation for guidance of his Jesuit teachers and their influence on his life. He also speaks of his admiration for the work of church and how they have inspired his own work and as a writer and thinker. Rizal's letter serves as powerful reminders of how our faith and education can be powerful forces for good in our lives. He speaks as of the importance of learning and how it can lead to wisdom and understanding. He also speaks of how education can help us to be more compassionate and understanding of the world around us. This is an incredible important message in today's world as it is easy to become overwhelmed by the noise and chaos of modern life. The letter also serves as a reminder of how our faith can help us to stay true to our beliefs and values no matter what external pressure we may face. Rizal's words remind us to stay strong in our conviction. Even when we face adversity of criticism, he also shows us as to how to use our faith and education to be better person.